Hey y'all, I am Dylan E.T. This is tempo and this is rhythm. I will be performing sword play right now on camera. First thing I'm going to do is go through the 12 combinatorials as I know them. This is the first one called Awakening, where I thumb red and strike by releasing red. Number 1 on the 3DGR. Next, I'm going to perform the duet. Clicking blue 3 with rhythm's thumb. And then releasing, perform a parry or something like that. So then I flip rhythm because I clicked every side on rhythm. So it flips, and physics. So then I click yellow on tempo and purple on rhythm, doing footwork and that. That was a movement of swords. I have encoded other things on those movements, these combinatorials. So I've coded on that move I just made where I click orange on rhythm and hold tempo and viper. I've encoded the sound jive, or the sound z, the phonetics J, I, and V. I've also called this move complexity, and I did it again. Now I'm moving to conversions. Flip them both my swords, tempo and rhythm. Viper, unguard. Now I'm going to do the harmonition. There's no need for me to look at the shapes when I do the thing, but I still do it anyway. This is the equilibrium, otherwise known as het. And so, because I flipped this one, this is inverted, I go right into the retaliation, or is, into the inversion, or pud. It's always been P, and I think D too. That's a bit of lore. And then disarmament. Alright, so that's the full rotation of the 12 combinatorials in sequential order. So now, what I am going to do is move in sequential order from, I've never had to explain this in words. I'm going to still move in sequential order, but I'm going to flip the swords in between my thumbs. Click and release. And then, so I'm going to click, release, flip wherever I feel like, and then click release. And I'm going to do it sequentially in a random pattern. It's more like a complex pattern because once I choose, and then I have to choose from the next few options. And it's all by this clock on my arm that doesn't tick yet. Oh, tick at Fibonacci ratio. I'm going to check how long I've been doing this. It's probably only been 5 minutes. It has been 5 minutes. Guard Viper. First thing I'm going to do is flip, move to through, and then I'm going to flip through again, move into the duet, and then flip both for the disarmament. That is a codon, one of the potential, probably 64. I can't count. 4 times 20, 60. It's probably 4 times 21. So there seems to be 64 codons where I click one button and release, and then I click another button and release. So that's the second letter in the codon. This is the third letter. So I just spelled a 3-letter word. If I thought about it, I could remember what it is. But there's a lot of potential for it because of the way my language is structured. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is jive. When tempo is in Viper, oriented Viper, and I click 8 on rhythm, binding them. Now, when I do this, I am about to pronounce, or am in the process of pronouncing, a syllable from jive, from the move called the complexity. So I'm going to do j. And then I'm going to do blue 3, binding it and releasing. So I did J, and I'm going to do, this is the Baz. I have encoded the syllable, the phonetics Baz. So ja, just jas, jas. I just spelled jas, J-A-S. In my honest opinion, I did. And I can find it on my clock. That was through. So the. That's thus. Spelled thus. Alright. So that was all I needed to explain, and I did it in 5 minutes. 10 minutes. I don't know how 4 minutes went by since I checked the time last. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. I guess without binding them. I want to do that again. No, I got confused. I can do that better too. Cool. I'm going to intermix not binding with binding. See how that goes. Convergence trips me up sometimes, but really it's K, the last combinatorial in my sequence. Green 9 and green 9. If I can't bind my swords on green 9 to green 9, they still need work. Fire. This is jive. Now I'm gonna flip this one for bats. I'm gonna try that again somehow. Locks. God. Baz. Though I don't think that's technically Baz because as I did Ga, I could have clicked blue like this, but Viper was supposed to be up here. Or like this, you know, whatever. Moving around. Interesting. I was just thinking that if Viper's like this, if Viper's like this, I guess it works. Tempo is in Viper and I'm flipping Viper tempo. Whatever. Though names are important, y'all. Characteristics. I think I'm done. Later, y'all.